Happy Thursday. Happy opening day eve for college baseball. Frank, House Foreign Sports Channel coming at you. Tennessee Volunteers baseball start out to defend their national championships tomorrow, 4:30 p.m. Eastern Time against Hofstra from the Coastal Athletic Association Conference. That game will be on, it says SEC Network Plus. If you have ESPN Plus, you can get it as well. And then they play at 4 p.m. on Saturday, 12 p.m. on Sunday. But this is a game we look at this one as I want to preview Hofstra, and then I want to look at what Tennessee's looking at coming into the weekend. Hofstra last year, they finished 24-33 in their conference. They hit 44 home runs. Tennessee hit 184. Hofstra is predicted 9th out of 12 teams in the conference preseason. They have their two main players coming back is Dylan Palmer, who's a second baseman, hit 386 with 27 steals last year. And then outfielder Luke Masick, who hit 262, 4 home runs, 28 RBIs, 13 stolen bases. That is their main two guys who are returning this year. And it says they have 23 newcomers, with 18 of them being freshmen. And then two of the guys who are their newcomers are going to be in their weekend rotation. Two JUCO guys, Jackson Bauer. Don't know if he's the Jack Bauer from 24. So if that's the case, Tennessee may be in trouble. I don't think that's the Jack Bauer, but Jackson Bauer, he come from a community college. He's from up in Maryland. And then Brandon Brown, another guy, looks like he come from a JUCO up in the Northeast as well. And then their number 2 guy, Jackson Bauer, is their game 1 starter. Tristan Nimjo, that's the way it looks that it's pronounced on the Hofstra website. He looks to be their game 2 guy. He did not pitch last year. He was out with injury. They had a returning all-conference player, Carlos Martinez, says he's out for the year this year. So him and Nimjo looks like traded places. And then Brandon Brown, like I said, he transferred from a junior college. So Hofstra is from Hempstead, New York. That school is around the Long Island area is where it's at. And so I'll be honest, as we get in this and I preview this one, here's what I think we're going to learn about Tennessee baseball this weekend. The only way we learn something about them is if this weekend is a grind. If Tennessee baseball does what it should and they annihilate these guys, we're not going to learn anything about them. And I'm not sure if I've not seen anything if the run rule effect is on or not this weekend. I kind of hope there's a part of me hopes it is, or there's a part of me hopes it's not. Because on this opening weekend, you'd like to get as many guys as possible action, whether it's in the field or in the rotation, or, in the bullpen as well. But look at this. This seems to me just like a total mismatch coming in this weekend. And, we can say what we want about the first season of the year or first series, the first month of the year. Really, to me, what stands out is when they go to Houston, they play Oklahoma State, they play Rice, they play Arizona, not specifically in that order. That's the best competition they're going to play in the preseason. And I think you learn more, honestly, in some of these midweek games because you get these in-state rivalries. Even a UNC Asheville's just across the border. Those can get intense. These games against Hofstra, Bellarmine, some of these schools are playing. And, Sanford may be a little bit more competitive next weekend. But, some of these along the way, they're just, they're glorified scrimmages for the most part. And, you're working your way up to that opener of SEC play, which will be Florida. And we've seen it each year where I wouldn't say each year, the last 2 to 3 years, definitely the last 2 years, where the pitching rotation has changed once you've gotten into it. But for Tennessee this weekend, we're looking at Liam Doyle Friday, Marcus Phillips Saturday for sure. Tony Vitello verified that in the press conference. Going back to the pizza series last weekend, Sunday was Brandon Arvidsson, who was going against mainly the freshmen and guys who were backups last year, versus Dylan Loy, who went against your main rotation. I'm expecting Doyle, Phillips, Loy. That's what I'm looking for. I could see Nate Snead going Sunday as well, but it would not. I think we'll learn a lot by, if we have not seen Snead by Saturday, he's going Sunday. If we have seen him Friday or Saturday, I don't think we see him Friday. We could possibly see him on Saturday. If they do like they did in the pizza series and he follows up Marcus Phillips, yeah, he's out for Sunday, and it's Dylan Loy, in my opinion. You could see Tegan Coons, because they only used him for an inning last weekend. That, to me, he's going to be in the rotation at some point, whether it's this weekend or whether it is later. To me, I think Loy is more of a mid. He's kind of a Kirby Cannell guy. He throws around 90. He can give you multiple innings, and he's your best option, in my opinion, on it. And, a lot of this will work out when A.J. Russell comes back later on. What's his role going to be? My opening day lineup prediction, Tony Vitello made the comment on, I can't remember who it was. He was on one of the Knoxville media outlets today, and he made the comment of, and I don't agree with him on this. I love Tony Vitello. It does not mean I have to agree with him on it. But he said, if freshmen and veteran guys are equal, the veteran guy is going to win out due to experience. I totally do not agree with that, because if that freshman is equal to the guy who's been there, play the freshman with it. That shows me, I go back to examples football. Gerard Parrish gets the start over Eric Berry. That's a big one. Just along the lines, if your veteran dude who's been in the program is equal with the guy who has not been in the program, come on, man. Well, the more talented guys, obviously, the freshmen at that point. And I get they're not experienced, but again, my opinion doesn't mean I'm right, does not mean I'm wrong, and I do have that autonomy to disagree on it. But here's the lineup I'm looking for. Here's my projection on it. Dean Curley leads off, plays shortstop. Gavin Keelan hits second, plays second base. And I think you'll see them flip-flop some. Based on pizza series, I'm not saying I agree with these. They are what they are. I think Hunter Inslee hits third and plays center. I think you'll see Andrew Fisher in the lineup, whether he plays first base or he DHs. I would expect he may play third. I think in the long term he's your third baseman, but based on the fact that he's been injured, actually I'm just gonna say he's gonna play third base with it. Andrew Fisher hitting fourth. I'm gonna say hitting fifth is going to be, man, this is where it kind of gets tough with it along the way. I've kind of stumped myself here, to be honest with you, because I think Dalton Bargo's in the lineup. I think it's Reese Chapman. I think it's Jay Abernathy. I think it's Cannon Peebles. And I think it's, I've seen a projection of Colby Backus. So let's say Colby Backus gets the nod. He's hitting fifth tomorrow. Reese Chapman sixth. Cannon Peebles seventh. Dalton Bargo eighth. Jay Abernathy ninth. That's where I'm going with it along the line. We'll see how it is later on, because Stone Lawless, Levi Clark, Manny Marin, possibly Chris Newstrom, possibly some outfielders don't get it done. Jackson Walker, some of these guys down the line get it done. And then we'll see how it goes bullpen-wise. But that is what my projection is for tomorrow night. And we'll see. We'll revisit it. I will be live tomorrow night after the game. I'm gonna try to go live after every game this weekend for the opening series. I'm not gonna go live after every single game this season, but definitely going to try to build on, because I want this to be the place for people to come. I'm not going to sit here and tell you I'm the best or what. You guys can judge that one for you. But I will tell you this: we are going to be very consistent with our baseball coverage along the way. I will be live tomorrow evening directly after the game. If weather affects it, we'll adjust for it. But hope to see you guys here tomorrow night. This is Frank, House of Orange Sports Channel. Have a great rest of your evening. And last but most certainly not least, go Vols.